Okay, guys. All right, where are we holding? Okay, let's hop into this. Okay.
Well, don't you do a whole intro before you start?
Yeah, I don't know what I do.
Chazak v'amatz.
No, that's at the end.
Oh, that's at the end?
That's at the end.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, so we're recording right now.
we're recording. I'll edit out what I want, but this is gonna go in.
So
I usually try to keep things as raw as I can.
I feel like I just made Havdalah, because usually the first thing I turn on my phone, I get a Michael Weichbrod video.
Oh, yeah, for
Mati
sure.
Shabbos. It's my first treat before I even eat pizza.
It's your guilty pleasure.
I get to I'm like, what is that going to be the hack this whole week?
Yeah.
Between Eli Wolbrom and Nassan Razen's statuses, and what are we going to be talking about this week?
Cool, my
I feel like I hear it here first.
Yeah.
Mi po yotze hara.
Well, this week you don't have to turn on your Mighty Shabbos Homebound podcast because you're in it.
Yeah, but I want to watch myself.
Yeah, you'll be the first
I'm my favorite guy.
Yeah. All right, let's do an introduction, guys. What's going on, everyone? Howdy.
And I look in this camera right here, right?
You can look anywhere you want.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, it's super chilled. Yeah. We're super chilled over here.
Oh, yeah.
The fans know. The fans know it's raw. I'll just let you guys know. I literally almost never edit anything. I never edit. The only times I ever edit anything out is if I just feel like something ran on for too long and it became boring, or if the whoever I'm interviewing requests that I cut something out.
Or if you say something that's like pro Lakewood.
No, I leave everything in.
You leave everything in?
Everything in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd prefer it be raw like that. I want people to like, yeah, I love America. He didn't. What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Homebound To Eretz Yisrael. I like that, huh? You see, I'm a real good host.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Good, huh? Today, we've got someone special for you. We're here with Ellie Friedman. Ellie Friedman.
Hey.
Your name is so typical.
Very Jewish, right?
I was like thinking, like I have a hard time remembering your name because it's so typical. Like I like weird names, you know.
What's your Hebrew name? Machol.
My name is Machol Weichbrod.
What's your middle name?
It's also hard to remember. Jonathan.
Why do you ever say that?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Homebound To Eretz Yisrael. I'm your host, Machol Jonathan Weichbrod.
Oh yeah,
like that. And today we're sitting with Ellie Friedman.
Eliyahu
Aaron Friedman. Why do we have Eliyahu Aaron Friedman on today? Well, you're going to find out. You'll have to stick it out till the end to find out the juicy secrets. What?
The main reason is because it's still school vacation and it's still kind of like Ben Azmanim, and we wanted to go somewhere, so we said, hey, let's go visit the hilltop. We've been wanting to come here for a long time.
Yeah. I'm just going to move this a little bit from your mouth. Even that's raw. Just nervous of the popping. Anyway, so this episode, right? So Ellie's here because his kids have vacation or something. Is that what you just said? I was like half spacing out. So I was looking at the mic.
It's Ben Azmanim.
It's Ben Azmanim. You know.
And we're waiting for another war to start, so it's kind of like we're kind of on hold.
Yeah.
Holding pattern.
Yeah. So that's why Ellie's here.
That's not the only reason I'm here.
I called my long list of guests that I wanted to have, but they all were not able to come. So I just said, hey.
Wait, what number on the list was I?
I'm kidding. No, it actually started because you texted me, and then I'm like, hey, Ellie, let's do a podcast. We were talking about doing a podcast.
What did I text you about?
I don't remember. Wine, probably.
Yeah,
no?
Yeah.
Your wine.
Or like I was like when's the Gula coming? What's that ceasefire?
Yeah.
Like is this like holding off our plans here? Like
people actually text me like when the Gula is coming. Like they just assume that I'm in the know.
Do you ever text Trump and say, dude, can you get things going here?
I don't text Trump. No.
What, no. You don't have his number, or you don't want to talk to him?
No, we're not on. We got into a fight, and we're just not on talking terms
anymore. So you have his number?
Trump, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I got all the big guys' numbers, yeah, for sure. Me, Homebound,
Habibi,
BB, BB. I don't like BB because he does all the ceasefire stuff. That's how we're talking about this off camera.
It's BB. It's not BB. It's not up to him.
Yeah, I don't care. He should try harder.
It's not up to BB. It's up to Sarah.
He should try harder. Okay, so why are we here today? I have no idea. We're here today because Ellie's a cool guy, and we're going to talk about Eretz Yisrael. Ellie made Aliyah 3.5 years ago, and love-hate relationship with Aliyah. No, you love Aliyah. You love Aliyah. It's challenging. We're going to talk about this.
I actually tell people, you should come to Eretz Yisrael, but not make Aliyah.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm totally down for that.
I think that the big issues that people have is with the army. I personally think there should be a law that anyone who makes Aliyah should not have to go to the army. The kids didn't grow up with it. They don't understand it. They don't understand the same dedication that the Israelis grew
I
up
think
with.
past a certain point, yeah. Like if you move with like a 16-year-old kid, he shouldn't have to. If you move with like a 3-year-old kid, he's grown up here. But like,
Okay, well, I'm not going to get into the ideological ideas of joining the army or anything like that, but I think that I think it's a lot less complicated if you come here and you don't make official Aliyah, but you do what they call in Israel a kombina, and you're like either like a student or a tourist. I think you should be here. I think you should come here, but I think that filling out all the paperwork is a hassle, sheba hassle, and I think that they nefesh b'nefesh really filters out the boys from the men. If you can get past all that paperwork, then you'll be able to deal with the bureaucracy over here. But I think that I think it's just tax wise. I think that you want to bring your car from America. If you're an Israeli, you're getting taxed. You're getting taxed up the Strait of Hormuz. I think that.
Are you quoting that?
Can I say that on this podcast?
Yeah, in this podcast you say anything
You can say Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a little uncomfortable now, but
You're uncomfortable?
Yeah, that's okay though.
Why? It's just me and you. That's why. But I think that and when it comes to the army as well, if you don't want to, you can avoid that entire issue. If you agree, don't agree. But if you're not ready for your kids to join the army, if you're not an Israeli citizen, you're not going to have that issue. And I think once you're settled down and once your kids are older, if you actually want to, I guess there are a few benefits. If you want to buy a house, you can get a higher mortgage, you can get a better mortgage. Probably your healthcare might be cheaper. Maybe even the school you send your kids to, if they're not an official citizen without a Tudat Zehut number, then they won't get the subsidized education. You might have to pay, so to speak, full tuition. I don't know. But besides for that, I don't know. I don't get the real reason of. I guess there are definitely benefits. When you come to the airport, you don't have to wait in a long line with all the tourists. And if there's a shutdown, like if Corona happens again or there's another war, I guess if you have an Israeli passport, you can get on a what they call the rescue flight.
Mm.
Yeah, it was very interesting. My son, who did not make Aliyah, he still goes to yeshiva in Lakewood. It was a decision he made years ago. He's going to come here eventually. And it was right before Pesach, and he's heading out here. He comes to the airport, and they were doing the rescue flights. And they said, well, are you Israeli or American? He's like, well, I'm American. They're like, well, this is a rescue flight for Israelis. He's like, well, my family lives in Israel. We're like, well, what are you? He's like, well, I'm just finishing up school, and then I'm making Aliyah with my family. They're like, okay, fine. He got the halacha of a Ben Eretz Yisrael. So Baruch Hashem, he got his boarding pass. And we're still enjoying him here over Pesach vacation. Ben Azmanim, he's leaving Matzah Shabbos. So hopefully it'll be a war and we can finish the business and he'll get to stay here. But in case, he'll be able to head back. But yeah.
Very good.
That's my take.
Very good.
So I have one of my opinions.
Very good. Yeah, no, I love when people discuss Israeli politics on podcasts because, like, for sure, like all the biggest politicians in Israel are watching these and they're making their decisions based off of what we say.
Well, I mean, I see Israeli politics and American politics. I don't follow sports. I was never really interested, but I think it's way more exciting than actually following sports teams who, for whatever reason, don't really care about me. But at least politics, it's exciting. Trump tweets something, he says something, that happens. I mean, like,
it's kind of true. Yeah,
you can pick a side, you can cheer for it.
Like people follow politics like sports.
Yeah.
Like the end, like it's just all useless and garbage, and it really almost none of it means anything. But it's just entertaining, fun.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
But let's do something more like let's tachlis. Let's talk about something that.
I mean, I came out. I want to solve at least one of the world's problems while I'm here.
Yeah. Let's talk tachlis because everyone wants to hear about. People ask me like about the Instagram. What am I Instagram? This and that. This is for years already. And I'm like, what am I supposed to Instagram? What am I supposed to put on Instagram? What Facebook? Like all this social media? Like, people. So my wife tells me, people tell me like, no, people, they want to know about your personal lives. And I'm like, well, why does anyone care about my personal life? That's why people ask me like, what's your name? You never say your name in my videos.
Right, but if you post things on Instagram, the only crowd you're gonna get is the really, 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 really from crowd. You're not gonna get everybody else.
It's true. So yeah, I know. Like I'm like, why do what do people care about my personal life? Be like, they don't care about what you have to say. They just want to hear hawk. They want to hear juiciness. So tell me something controversial going on in your life. Let's start like that because we'll hook them in.
The most controversial thing in my life right now is your blue shirt. I mean,
what is that?
You hear a shofar? Someone just drove by.
No, what's that light?
It's lights
What's
flickering.
flickering? Oh, come on. These are brand new lights. Well, they're all flickering.
Did you pay your electricity bill?
Now this entire Gula Center is hooked onto one little
Circuit.
wire running across the Givat to my house. So like if someone flushes the toilet the wrong way, we're gonna get a flat.
No,
Okay.
I think the truck drove by and ran over the wire.
Yeah, it's very
flying
possible.
the ground.
Actually. It's very possible. Okay, we're on. Continue.
What was
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was saying the most controversial thing in my life right now is your blue shirt. I mean, I can't even believe I'm talking to someone with a blue shirt and a blue. I don the kav schus. Your yarmulke used to be black, but you spent so much time out here in the sunlight that it turned blue.
Let's talk
But
about my
besides-
yarmulke for a second here, because I know a lot of people watching. They're like Michal used to wear a white shirt. And
Are you
black
off the?
yarmulke.
are you off the derech?
I went off the deck once I started making homemade videos.
Okay.
So people, they used to wear white shirt, black yarmulke, now gray yarmulke, blue shirt, sweatshirt, t-shirt. So just to clarify, I was sick and tired of all my black yarmulkes. Like I live out in Judea, so like there's dust everywhere, and there's a lot of sun. There's no trees here. So like all my yarmulkes were just like fading intensely, and like literally the sun was burning holes into them, and then they were also covered in dust, and I just didn't like the look of a dirty yarmulke all the time. I feel like a dirty yarmulke.
But if you're in Judea, don't you have to be Jewish?
Yes, but there is a minor opinion that holds that even a gray yarmulke, b'diavad, your yaitz of the mitzvah.
Yeah, but probably the person the Rav who paskins that probably also paskins you can go to Harabayas.
Which is why I got to So
That was for Eli Wolbrom, by the way. I'm not gonna get into your trailers, but
are we shouting out Eli Wolbrom here? Because this is big.
Well, Eli's everywhere. If you don't shout out Eli Wolbrom, he'll cancel us.
Right.
We have to,
Also, if we talk about Eli Wolbrom, he might repost this.
Yeah.
And he's got they say he has 3 to 4 million WhatsApp followers.
Yeah.
And also his daily nach
And
situation
he's
is-
not on Instagram, so the really from people don't see it.
Right. We're not. Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Yes. Eli Wolbrom.
it's very funny. My Daf Yomi Rebbe back in Montreal, he told me a story that when he was a young guy, back in the Mir, back in the 1960s, 70s, he was from Toronto, and when he sat on the bench in the Mir, the Israelis didn't want to sit next to him because from Toronto, he was a yeshivish guy from Toronto, but he had colored shirts, and kind of the Israelis didn't want to sit next to him. They were uncomfortable with the colored shirt. And he wrote a letter to his brother, who was a good friend of mine. And he wrote back to him. He said, listen, it all makes sense, but by Thursday, their shirts aren't white either. So, it starts off white. You start off. But I think that, we're not going to judge you because of the color of your shirt.
Yeah. No. So there's a reason for the color of my shirt. There's a reason for the color of my yarmulke. And
I'm just assuming your wife washed your white shirts with your socks. So that's the main.
Yeah, I was trying to wear white shirts for a period of time. But that also, I'm always building something. I'm always doing construction. And I just got sick of the same thing. I'd prefer to wear baggy t-shirts and jeans.
Michal Yonason, no one cares about the color of your shirt.
But I thought they
sorry.
care about my personal life. That's what they
don't-
Instagram. This is for the Instagram. This is the short for the Instagram.
They don't care about my opinion either. Your opinion they care about.
Hey,
You're a gavaraba. Me, I'm not even sure. They probably turned the podcast off already. They're not even watching this.
No, they're good. They're loving it.
You guys, it's Matzi Shabbos. You're bored. I know you're listening.
Eli
You're
Wolbrom's
still
watching
listening.
still.
Eli Wolbrom's, yeah.
Yeah, he's waiting. We're going to talk about him soon. He's going to love this. And also, we're just going to clarify one more thing, and then we're going to get into the actual podcast.
That we made brachas before we started.
We made brachas before we started. We
Yeah.
made hagafen
Yeah.
on beer, obviously.
Yeah.
And the reason we're drinking beer is not because we're, off the derech or anything like that. Today it's the first really warm day, especially on the hills. It's really the first day of summer. And we're going to have a barbecue. So between the two, it would basically be also for us not to drink a beer.
I also want to mention this Rabbi Victor Miller's yard site. And Miller is a very popular beer. So by drinking, I couldn't find Miller beer, but the beer reminds me of Victor Miller. His neshama should have a
Heineken means Miller in German.
Really?
Yeah.
And Weichbrad means beer. Weichbrad.
They say when you have your own podcast, you can say whatever you want and everyone will believe you.
I actually, when I passed the security checkpoint, they looked at me and I said, "We are peace activists from Sweden." But they let us through anyways. I don't know.
Okay, but kids, look, we have only a few more minutes left for this podcast.
It's not good. It's not going
I
good.
told my wife we'll be back at 4.
We have to finish all the beers, though.
Yeah, it should be hard. Okay, guys, welcome to another episode of Homebound To Eretz Yisrael. Basically like this, Ellie. Let's talk tachlis because they came.
Enough jokes.
Yeah.
Let's be serious.
This is because you and I are both very serious people.
Very serious
and we're putting on a whole show for the podcast, but the people, they want seriousness. They don't care about the jokes.
Right.
You moved to Eretz Yisrael. This is the main thing I want to talk to you about, right? Because everyone has something unique. Your unique thing. You moved to Eretz Yisrael 3.5 years ago. Okay. and you came with a family of teenagers, basically, older kids, all older kids. You came exactly you came like
No, I came with all ages.
you came with all. You have little kids.
I have a
you
5-year-old
teenagers,
from 5-year-old,
and you have grandchildren.
I have grandchildren. Baruch Hashem,
Right.
B'nai Nora.
By the way, Mazel Tov on your 63rd birthday.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So
The main reason I came to Eretz Yisrael was because of my grandchildren. I didn't come here and I never wanted to move here. In the middle of
you
Corona,
said you have 2 kids with
I have 2 married kids.
and they both live in Eretz Yisrael.
They both live in Eretz Yisrael. Everyone's
Wow.
here. Everyone's here.
What? So what did that to them? Let's start like that. What did that to them? Did Eli talk about Eretz Yisrael by the
So
Shabbos table?
I'll answer your question, and I'm going to give you two smackdowns over here. Not you personally. My wife, soll sein gesund und stark. Since the day I know her until today, every single moment since our children were born, while she was nursing them, she always told them, Eretz Yisrael is our home, and one day Eretz Hashem will be there. So my kids were not very shocked when we said we're moving to Israel, which I will say is probably the main reason why you people listening to this podcast are still in Tom's River. You were never told that by your mother. The education system that we all went through never told us that. We were told that there's going to be a big eagle in the sky and the Beis HaMikdash, and every tear that we shed is every mitzvah we do is building another brick on the Beis HaMikdash, and that is how it's going to go down. Obviously, maybe that's not true. I don't know, but that's what I was told my whole life. But my kids were always told that Eretz Yisrael is where we belong, and when the time is right, we're going to be there. So I think that we moved here. Sounds like a cowbell. Is there like a cow walking around?
I have no idea. There's so many weird sounds on this hill. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I'm learning menachos now, and I mean...
That is kind of weird. That's a new one. Who knows?
Whatever.
I mind my own business. When you live out... by the way, I just want to say, like, when... Especially because I was like... When I moved to this into my house on this hill, it was just me and my neighbor, and he wasn't even here half the time. So it was like...
But if you need sugar, like an egg in the middle of the night, what do you do?
You just don't have the sugar in the egg. I usually don't eat sugar and eggs. And
What if you have a problem with your jacuzzi or the charger in your Tesla doesn't work? What do you do?
I never have a problem with my jacuzzi because we didn't have running water. So
What if
the jacuzzi was empty?
But what if your cleaning lady isn't able to make it up here?
She always came.
She always came.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so like what I was saying about the noise, like we just, I don't know if the cameras didn't hear the noise that we just heard because we were in the microphones, but like, you know, when you're living on the hill, especially I was coming here and building at night, and I was just alone on this hill by myself, just building, and like I got to the point where anytime you hear like ruffling, like it's like you know there's no one on the hill, so like what is that?
Yeah, I would never.
What
do
is
that?
So
I would never fall asleep here, thinking that some I don't want to say is going to show up. Like I literally would not. I would literally not sleep here.
Yes, I trained myself to get to a point where like, no matter what I hear, even I could hear like Allahu Akbar, like literally out my window. I was just like, probably the dogs.
Well, you should know. You know, I'm in the wine business, and I traveled out to. I know it's only located in America, but we call it Yehopetzville. The first time I went out to, it was Hasela Winery in Amos, and my GPS stopped working. And I was driving, and I see Arab villages on both sides of me, and I was scared. And a good old friend of ours, actually his name is Simon Jacob. He was at my parents' wedding. He's from Boston. He's a big wine guy. He lives in Yerushalayim. And he said, Eli, what are you scared of? I said, I'm scared of dying. He said, Eli, dying in Eretz Yisrael because you're a Jew is the biggest honor you could ever have. And I was never scared after that. Because, you know, I'm just chasing covet all day long. And I'm just kind of like, you know, come and get me, don't come and get me. I wasn't scared anymore. I was scared coming here. I mean, I just didn't want to like keep driving around nowhere. But like, this is our land and we own it. We're home. If anyone messes with us, okay. It's up to everything. We came here because we believe in Hashem, right? At the end of the day. So I'm not scared. I mean, it's you know, with the price of eggs and mortgages these days. I mean, I wouldn't, you know, yeah. I don't want to say it, but like, you know, okay, finally get to use that insurance policy. You know, I don't mean the bli'ayin hara, but yeah, this is we're at home right now.
Yeah. So
So we moved here. We moved here, and we moved here with little kids. We moved here with teenagers. I live in Beit Shemesh with Eli Wolbrom.
Wolbrom. I think if we say it enough times,
Should I say like hashtag before I say his name?
you can say hashtag. You can even sign it out if you know how to sign language.
I could be like Chef Adina or like
because the algorithm will pick it up and then we'll be promoted because
Right.
the algorithm likes Eli Wolbrom.
The algorithm loves Eli Wolbrom.
Yeah, for sure. He's big.
He's big.
He's big.
He's big, and he's a good cook.
He's a good cook.
He's a great cook.
Really?
He's a great cook.
Hell yeah.
I had to eat. What's that thing called? The tomato sauce with the eggs on top of it. What's that called? What's that Israeli thing?
Shakshuka.
Shakshuka.
Yeah, I eat it like all the time.
I had to eat shakshuka last week because Eli Wolbrom posted his shakshuka on his status.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now he also posted sweet potato with steak and
I
avocado.
think we should. I'm gonna ask Ellie for that picture of the shakshuka. We're gonna put it up right here.
We're gonna put it up here.
Wait.
Okay, so
This right here.
I basically.
right here.
So I was just like, I asked my wife, why did I get shakshuka and not that whole steak thing on the potato?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, you didn't buy steak and potatoes, so I guess that was my fault.
Yeah. Yeah. You could make steak out of eggs, but Ellie is gonna post that on his status how to do that.
Really?
Ellie Wolbrom, yeah.
You kind of have to wait for the egg to like turn into a chicken, though. I think.
I think if we say Ellie Wolbrom two more times, the only people that are gonna watch this podcast are people that know Ellie Wolbrom.
Or the people that hate him, or the people that love him. Everyone's gonna watch it.
Yeah, I think that's everyone.
This might be your most popular podcast ever because first of all, you do your podcast. You are like scary serious, and you were like full of energy. You were like nuclear, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, you're very intense. You're very, very intense.
He was like, "Why are you such a serious guy?" I'm like, "You have no idea. I'm like the most comedic guy
You're
you'll
not
ever meet."
Your videos,
in my videos, I can't.
Your videos
the second this is me in my videos. Like I hit record and I go, Michal, smile. You're all gonna burn in hell. That's me. That's me. Like I don't know. As soon as I look at the camera, I need
to like decompress or like open wine after your videos.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, you know why? Because also you're speaking the truth, and the truth is hard to hear sometimes. Mm-hmm. The truth is hard to hear.
It's hard to give sometimes.
Okay, so what I was saying before was that. By the way, I'm just looking around here. This is a nice place.
The Gula Center.
It's a very comfortable feeling.
Tell them to donate.
Donate now.
Yeah, donate now.
You will not win a Rolex, but you will actually be giving tzedakah.
You might earn your share in the world to come.
You might not.
I mean, that and come to Israel, and then you're probably good.
Right, and if you were tchelis, then for sure.
Yeah. Those guys will also give us.
We're
good.
I think that we are having a really rough go when it comes to teenagers in schools. I think that teenagers here are so much more well adjusted to real life. I think that they are more mature. I think they're more serious. I think if you feel you need to fit into a system, it's very difficult for Americans coming here, especially if they don't speak Hebrew. It's very difficult. I'm living through it now. We're managing, Baruch Hashem, you have to have a very loving home. I think the problem is that we don't have enough people here. We only get like a few people every few months. I think the fault, if you want to lay fault is that because not everyone's coming at the same time. I think if everyone came here, if a lot of people came at the same time, all of the problems would be solved. I think the problems would be solved politically when it comes to, let's say, army attendance or things like that. I think that chinuch-wise, moistus, if we had a verifiable number of people, I'm trying to find the word now. On podcasts, you can't really, like, if you forget a word, you have to, like, talk about forgetting the word.
I'm going to blow my nose. This I'm going to edit.
You're going to
edit this out. You ready, guys? We're gonna cut to after the nose blowing. We're back.
So we're back. So yeah. So I think the main gain from this podcast right here is that the world's going to see that you're a fun guy also, and you're not so serious and intense. The real you.
Yeah, I think I've made a few videos where people they got the gist. They're like, I'm a fun guy.
But you had a blue shirt, so they didn't listen to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Forget
we
that.
lost almost everyone.
You lost that.
Everyone's like, Homebound. Oh my God, this blue shirt.
My shirt's white, but it's
a
polo
t-shirt.
shirt.
Yeah,
I wore a button-down shirt on Chol Hamoed though.
But wait, what?
On Chol Hamoed, I wore a white button-down shirt.
Oh, white. Okay, good. I thought you said blue for a second.
No, what I was saying is that I think that there are slim pickings when it comes to chinuch organizations in Beit Shemesh for teenagers who don't speak Hebrew. What's that about?
Looking at the camera.
That beer's starting to hit.
I'm
When's the last time you drank?
It's actually been a while. Like I said, my stomach's been a little off. Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I brought these beers from civilization up to your hilltop.
Yeah. No, we don't have beer here. We drink only barley kernel juice from the hill, obviously.
I actually have a friend who started making whiskey from barley that was grown in Eretz Yisrael. It's called Patriarchs Whiskey.
Really?
Yeah. You should meet him. You should get him on here.
We should.
Yes.
Let's do that. Let's make that happen.
Yes.
He's making a patriarch.
He has a shop in Gush Etzion called in Nes Etzion. It's called Tziona Shop. He has a cool place. You go Thursday night. They brew their own beers. They have their own whiskeys. It's a cool place.
Wow.
Yeah. Yosef Ortega. Shout
Nice.
out. Yeah, great guy.
Yeah.
Amazing guy.
We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, his bottle is actually shaped like Avraham's tent. It's kind of a square bottle.
Wow.
And he has the Avos series. He did the
That is
Avraham
crazy.
Reserve, Yitzchak Reserve, and then he's gonna do the Yaakov Reserve.
Wow.
It's super
That
cool.
is so
It's super
amazing.
cool. It's super
Yeah,
cool.
we'll talk about that. The kids how are you kids adjusting? The teenage kids that go off the derech always. How they doing? This is completely raw. Like, we're not editing it out. Like, tell the
Right.
truth. Are they
No.
struggling? They're not struggling?
Yeah,
Do you recommend other people to move with teenage kids?
I don't
We're
know.
gonna edit this out.
I think that if your teenage kids are ready for a challenge, then yes. If your teenage kids are
I think every parent would assume that their kids are ready for a challenge. I mean, unless you're raising losers.
if-
No?
I wouldn't say losers. I would say pansies.
Pansies. Yeah. Okay. That's
If
cool.
everything has to be perfect and mommy and daddy have to settle every difficulty that you have, I think if you have a few friends, Yesodei, Rabbi Cronenberg's Yesodei Yeshiva, my son's in the yeshiva, they are growing by leaps and bounds. They just joined Netzach, so they got all kinds of funding now. They just brought on Rabbi Eli Scheller, who just moved here from Lakewood.
Yeah, they brought him on?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I
He
want to
ju-
have him on the podcast too.
Well, actually, he just started today.
Wow.
Playing
Nice.
basketball with the boys and started giving them chizuk
Wow.
while playing sports.
Shout out to
So you-
Yisodei Yisrael.
Shout out to Yisrael. So really, he's giving them a feeling of, hey, you happen to be, you're not in Lakewood anymore. You're in Eretz Yisrael, but you can still be a cool guy.
Yeah.
You're not all of a sudden an Israeli.
Yeah.
I think that is the biggest challenge. I think kids can adjust to, like, when we sent our container over, we made sure to put like cases and cases of like Hellman's mayonnaise and Heinz ketchup and Cocoa Puffs and Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
But then we went to Osherad and they have it all there.
Yeah.
And it's like every food product is there. You have pizza
When I
shops.
first got it, by the way, like the first grocery store I went to, I saw only Israeli beers, and I'm like, I like beer, so I was like, I could do, I can like start a new business, I can like live on a hill, I could do a lot of things, but I'm like, I can't live without my favorite beers. And then it turns out that like if you go to any liquor store, you can just buy literally any beer on the
That
planet.
Nes Tziona place, which we basically passed on the way here from Beit Shemesh, he has all his own craft beers that he makes right on the spot.
Yeah, there's no lack of delicious beer or whiskey.
There's
and
no lack.
There's really no lack of anything in this country. You might have to drive a few more minutes to get it. That's all.
you have. I would say the main difference between
I just got an Amazon box today, okay?
really,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
that they just restarted
Literally
after the
today.
war.
Yeah. It just finally came. It's been held
Okay.
up for a month. And granted, it landed at the Yishuv. I sent it to a friend of mine here. But, like, I live on a hill in Judea, and I'm getting Amazon here. So, like, yeah, it took 2 months to come. Okay. There's a war. There's that. World War III. Gula. All that stuff. But you can everything can be gotten done.
Okay, main differences of living in Eretz Yisrael versus living in Lakewood.
Talk to me, yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to you straight.
Yeah.
Your house is going to be smaller. It will be smaller. You're not going to have a 3-car garage. You're not going to have 12 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Baruch Hashem, I have 6 bedrooms. I have 3 bathrooms. I have indoor parking. I have machsans. I have
In Beit Shemesh.
in Beit Shemesh.
Wow, you're Gevir?
I was mamash zeicha. I bought my house in the middle of Corona. I bought it sight unseen. I bought it over the phone. Okay.
You should know I have an 80-car driveway. My front yard is like literally 90 acres.
I want to say that no matter how rough the rough gets going here, when I wake up in the morning, I look out my bedroom window, I see the Harei Yehuda, and I look to my left and I see the ocean. I see Ashkelon and Ashdod in the distance. And if it's a clear day, I see all the buildings and I see the blue ocean behind it. And I don't think you can ever get out of bed in the morning and be upset after seeing that. You literally feel like you're on your most intense vacation. When I walk to shul, I walk past in my backyard, my lemon tree, my pomelo tree, my esrog tree. I get up, I walk 1 block to shul, I pass pomegranates, palm trees, dates. You're living in Hashem's garden. Okay, wait a second. Back to the differences between...
Just on that point, you touched the nerve there. I just want to mention, when I was living in Beit Shemesh and I was looking off my porch, and I didn't have a very great view.
All you saw was the people across the street.
All I saw was just the building in front of me. But still, even with it, no, I saw between the 2 buildings right across the street from me, there was a little sliver where I was able to see Ramat Beit Shemesh Aleph, and I saw all the houses there.
You know, Beit Shemesh is a super cool thing because we have something called Nates Hanireh and Nates, the real Nates, because there are mountains to the east of Beit Shemesh, so the sun doesn't rise until it gets to the top of the mountain. But if the mountain wasn't there, it would be much earlier. So there's a big machlokes for a long time in Beit Shemesh. What do you do about Vasikan in the morning? And on the luchos that they have in Shul, you'll see 2 different times of Zricha.
Wow.
There's Nates Hanireh and then there's regular Nates. It's very interesting.
Unbelievable.
So, okay, the main...
Oh, you cut me off and then you let me finish.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's totally cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
are we married?
Just don't cut
me off. Are we
married? No. Because
okay, so then what's the problem?
There's no problem.
Okay, fine.
That's why I'm stating you cut me off. I'm going to get back into it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay? So what I was about to get all emotional with you, and then you cut me off. So now I'm angry, less emotional, more angry.
I don't want to talk about your feelings.
so basically, what I wanted to say, because this is very deep for me, because I don't cry a lot, but this is I tear up. I literally tear up
at Disney movies.
No, the thing I'm about to say.
Oh, okay.
The Eretz Yisrael stuff. So when I would go on my porch, I lived on the first floor, so I didn't have a great view.
What street do you live on?
I lived in Gimel.
Oh, I don't talk to Gimel people.
Yeah. No, I don't live in Gimel anymore.
Okay.
I ditched that place.
Okay, cool.
So when I would stand on my porch and I would look through the 2 buildings and I'd see just a sliver of Ramat Beit Shemesh Aleph and I would just see all the houses, I would literally cry all the time.
Because you wished you lived in Ramat Aleph.
No, not so much. I was just man, you make it really hard to get emotional. You see, I'm a deep guy. I'm trying to get emotional deep with you, and you're just like, you're
save your deepness for Harabayas. Let's just be straight here, okay?
So I would look at that little strip between the buildings, and I would literally tear up. I was just like, I'll just look at those, just Ramat Beit Shemesh Aleph, and I would cry because I'd feel so bad for the Aleph people. And you see, there you go, a little payback right there. Because I would cry because I'd be like, I was like, I can't believe it. Like the Jews have returned there. Eretz Yisrael. It's so deep. And then here on the hill of Judea, I look out my window and I see nothing, just the Dead Sea and the Judean desert.
The Dead Sea is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool
to see that.
But either way, I cry the same. Even though I don't see any houses out my window, I still cry because I'm like, I live here. And I'm like, I'm so close to the Dead Sea that it's my view out my window. I mean, you're here now. You see the Dead Sea is right here. And I'm like, the Jew, I'm part of the group of Jews that made it this far.
If you ever get tired of that view, you need to get your head checked.
I have not.
Honestly,
every morning I open up the window in my kitchen and I see just black.
Because the biggest scam, by the way, the biggest scam that you're running is that you're like the only guy to get like free real estate in Israel.
Yeah.
You literally showed up here and built and like,
pay no mortgage.
This is my land.
No rent. And
that is the biggest scam, by the way.
Yeah.
And now I saw the shekel hit the dollar hit 3 shekel today. So it's getting more and more expensive for people dollars to buy something over here.
Yeah.
But you can be like Michael and just
this does not even affect me. Whenever I see the dollar dropping,
this could be like Beverly Hills one day, and you're like the guy. Oh, that's Michael. He's at the top there. He got his. You know what he paid for it? Nothing. You know what kind of capital gains you're going to pay on when you get your thing for nothing? You realize if you sell your entire hilltop for $20, you're going to pay capital gains on the entire thing.
Absolutely.
Because your fixed cost in the beginning was
$20 is good. Yeah.
By the way, people who want to live large, right next to my house, there's something called Bnei Beitcha, where you can literally build a custom house. There are houses which you wouldn't even believe. There are 10, 12 bedrooms in them. They have indoor pools. If you want to live like that, you can live like that. Oh, wait, are you finished? Are you finished talking? Can I go back? I don't want to interrupt you again. Can I go back to what I was saying before?
Yeah, well, the whole thing I was going to say was going to be like a deep emotional thing. I was going to turn it into a short.
Oh, this is not the place.
I was going to put it onto Instagram.
No.
It was going to get millions of views.
No,
then you cut me off 7 times.
Let Wolbrom do the deep stuff.
But
there's no real cutting off here. You can just edit it. You can just edit it out and make yourself feel good.
Yeah, I think what I might do is I might just edit all the times that you speak,
Yeah.
and I'll just do it into a solo podcast. No one will ever know you're even here.
That's cool. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, your shoulder's in the screen, so I think I'm gonna have to edit that out too. Yeah, just
It just
so
reminds
talk to
me that I forget it.
Okay, so Tachlis, you were saying
The
that
differences between living in America and Israel. Here are the main differences. Okay, the big difference is the missiles flying overhead. There's no missiles flying overhead in America.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, that gets weird though. Okay, don't say that.
Yeah. That's okay. No, Iran's trying, but yeah,
The main difference is that I see that when I go back to visit my parents in Boston, the main differences that hit me is that I can take a shower whenever I want. I don't have to turn on the Dud Shemesh to get hot water and wait an hour and a half. That's the main difference. I would say the other main difference is that the tissues are in bags and not boxes. And I think that's very disturbing.
Yeah.
Besides for that, I would say that if people had issues with their children or shalom bayis issues or flat tires or leaky roofs or problems with parnasa, I think that's all the same anywhere you go in the world.
Yeah.
I think that life is life no matter where you live, whether you're a Jew from Brazil or from Mexico, America, Texas, California, it doesn't matter. Life is life, and Hashem created that way. God knows your address for parnasa no matter where you live in the world. He knows your IBAN number. He can wire you money wherever you are in the world. On the surface, it does seem that it's easier to make money in America. That's for sure. But I'm sure that Tomchei Shabbos in America is very active. There are plenty of people who do not make a parnasa there.
But then I will say, I have no problem always saying it. Like you can make more money in America.
Yeah, for sure.
You make more money in America in a natural, and that's because America, every place outside of Eretz Yisrael is a physical land, a land of Gashmias, where things function in a normal way. And Hashem has no problem showering people with more money, because that's the nature of that.
Hashem also gives you what you need.
Hashem gives you what you need. But I'm saying in Eretz Yisrael, the situation is different, because in Eretz Yisrael, if you look at obviously, like, we have some really rich, great, Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, Shlomo Melech. You have some great sages, some great people who are filthy rich. But overall, the majority of the greatest Jews who connected to Hashem on the highest level were almost always poor. Not having money is a much easier way to get closer to
but
Hashem.
you're not gonna catch any flies telling people that stop being rich. What all I'm saying is that what my point is that in Eretz Yisrael you need less, and in America you need more.
Oh, that's true too.
There are no Joneses in Israel because they changed their name to the Yon Hon, the Sons, or whatever they are. But you go to a well-to-do person's in my shul. I live I'm part of a big community in Beit Shemesh. The bar mitzvahs are everyone slides plastic tablecloths across the tables in the back of shul. They bring out hot kugel, and if you're like really fancy, there's a bottle of scotch. Okay, then there is bambas and potato chips, and everyone gives mazel tov, and the boy, and everything's wonderful. And they might at Matzi Shabbos have for his friends and have a DJ and a band, but there's no like crazy showing off. Like, you need less money here. Life is more simple here. There are less people to show off to. And frankly, most of the time when I would spend money in Chutz La'aretz, it was just because that's the thing to do. And that's the way it's done. And that's why you have to do it. And if you don't do it, your kid's going to go off the derech.
Okay, because let's move on to the next.
Let's move on, yeah.
I feel like we've covered already a lot of... we've covered a lot... Profile picture? We've covered a lot of subjects already.
Yeah. I think we covered everything. When's lunch?
It's been the most useless podcast.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's good.
You will get more people will move to Israel.
You think
this
so?
podcast. I think so.
How many views do you think it's going to get?
I think that people need to see the real, like we're having fun here. Eretz Yisrael is a fun place.
I've never had more fun in my life than after I came to Israel. You should know.
Yeah, I think that everything, all the regular, good old fashioned pleasures of life are intensified here, and I think that when you are able to go out with your kids with the most simple adventures, most simple tilim, and you're able to enjoy that.
There's no Six Flags here. You just go to the park,
right? But that's so accessible and it's so all the time. You you spend a lot of your time just enjoying. There's a lot less.
And just to
put, by the way, in traffic.
Just to put things in perspective, there's so many differences. But like, just to put things in perspective, people from my videos and even in real life, people, they think I have like a lot of guts and I'm a wild guy. Like I live on a hill, and I built a house, and I built a Gula Center.
You got free real estate.
Yeah, but I want to know, like before I moved to Eretz Yisrael, I was a completely normal guy living in Tom's River with a normal job. I was a plumber. And
Did Tom's River throw you out?
No.
Okay.
I literally started the section of Tom's River that I was in. I was the first Jew in the area of Tom's River that I was in.
Were you in the colored shirt section?
I was right next to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was right next to that. I was because the color of my shirt was darker than theirs.
And by the way, just for your listeners, I'm not at all obsessed with collared shirts.
Clearly.
I'm just enjoying it.
You're like Tucker Carlson. You know, it's like I don't obsess over Eretz Yisrael. we're talking about Israel today, though. Right? This guy's a freaking lunatic.
I identify more with Candace Owens, though.
Yeah, they're both great. They're both great.
Because I feel like I'm more tanned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also, I feel like you look more like her than Tucker Carlson.
I feel that way.
Yeah. So, like inside, you kind of come off as like a black female. Yeah, there you go. See, that's the way. So what I was saying was, like when I was living in Tom's River, it's not like I was like, I'm gonna move to Eretz Yisrael, and I'm gonna move to a hilltop in Judea, and I'm gonna build a place called the Geula Center, and I'm gonna teach people about Moshiach, and I'm going to build a team of people and eventually build a Beis Mikdash. So I assure you, none of that was ever even remotely in the plan. I never even thought, I was never in Eretz Yisrael until well after I got married.
Really?
Yeah, I never went to yeshiva here. Sorry.
Oh, talk about having your phone on during that.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, I'm the host. I can do whatever I want. But I will turn the thing off.
Well, you can take the call.
Email? Yeah.
Should
we, live?
I don't care.
Raw?
Do it.
No.
Maybe it's Ellie Wolbrom.
Chat. Maybe it was Ellie. You could.
Maybe it was Ellie leaving a voice note.
we know Ellie does not. He
doesn't want you leaving a voice note, but he can leave a voice note.
Yeah, he's left me voice.
He's the host.
Notes. Yeah, he's left me voice notes. He's the host of Life. So basically, I never had plans to do any of those things. I was living in a regular house. I was a regular guy in Tom's River. I was a plumber. I was, I had a little learning seder. I did my 3 times a day with the minyan, and I was like a good Jew. And then I started learning Torah, and I'm like, wait a minute. The Torah obviously is like, yo, you got to move to Eretz Yisrael. So I was like, okay. The one thing I was like, I was like a guy who like, I read the Torah and I did what I felt it said, and it was pretty clear that the Torah said Eretz Yisrael. So I went to Eretz Yisrael. That was pretty given. So I moved to Beit Shemesh, and again, like that was already like, I moved to Beit Shemesh. That was big. Fast forward, we're talking about 5 years after I made Aliyah. I'm here living on a hill in Judea. We're literally doing a podcast for my YouTube channel, which is part of my organization called Homebound To Eretz Yisrael.
Chazak v'amatz.
Homeboundisrael.com. Drop a donation. Let them know.
Homeboundisrael.com. Drop a donation.
If you want to see more podcasts like this, we need your help. So basically, you're right. So like
anyone who donates $1,000 or more, I will come back and do this again.
We're going to talk about. We'll have to.
Do I get a commission?
We'll have to discuss that off screen. No. Absolutely not.
I had a good time anyway, so I'll do it again.
Yeah, I'm broke. I can use every penny. There's no room for splitting here. So like sometimes I honestly like I sit here nightly, really. Sometimes in this center, sometimes outside. Now it's the summer. The weather's getting good, so I sit outside. And I just like I look at this and I look at my house and I look at where I am, and I'm like, how did I get here? I literally have no idea how did I get here? I was never like a person like I have a dream. I was literally so happy with being a plumber in Tom's River. But I made one decision in my life. I decided to follow the Torah. That led me to Eretz Yisrael, which led me to a hilltop in Judea, which led me to building the Geula Center, which is just leading me on this path at super fast speed that I never could have dreamed of. And it was.
So are you saying that someone who doesn't do that is not following the Torah?
No, you have to follow the Torah.
So
I'm not.
Is someone who didn't follow your path, are they not following the Torah?
No, not at all. I think you can. I think every Jew can look at the Torah, and obviously this is not like look at the Torah and do whatever you think it says.
Like when you look, what are you talking? Are you talking about that you started paying attention to your davening?
Yeah, I started paying attention to the things I was saying.
Okay,
like Shnayim Mikra ve'echad Targum was not Tehillim for me. It was a serious thing. It was
when you said it 3 times a day,
right.
Instead of just ignoring that and keeping your head in the sand, you actually said, "Wait a second, I should do something about that."
No, but that was me.
That's you.
Some people they daven Shemona Esrei, they read the Chumash, they read Eretz Yisrael on every page in the Chumash, and they say, no, this is for the magic man who flies. So the way I see it is like we all have to follow the Shulchan Aruch. We all have to follow halacha. I mean, we say the Shulchan Aruch because that's like
You're talking to Sephardim.
We all have to follow the Ramah.
Okay.
Most of my viewers are Ashkenaz.
We all have to follow our psak halacha according to our
So that's for sure. But beyond that, as long as you're keeping to halacha, it's incumbent. Why do I cannot tell you how many people I meet that are Marvasedja, but they have no idea what they're reading. Like, you think Chazal just wants you to read Chumash like Tehillim? There's a reason. They want you to stay in touch with the Torah. They want to make sure that you're learning and second time.
So
reviewing.
you can't stay in touch with the Torah while you're in America?
No, you can. But if you pay attention to what the Torah says, like when I meet Jews who look at me and they say the most common question, why'd you move to Eretz Yisrael? I look at them and I said, have you ever read the Torah? And they say yes. So I said, how did you not come to the same conclusion I had? I have yet to meet a single person who can answer that question.
Well, because I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been around here almost a half a century. I was never taught in school or yeshiva that I'm supposed to move to Eretz Yisrael.
Yeah, great. But that's why I say you have to read the Chumash. You have to read the Torah.
I read the Chumash. I took tests on Shnai Mikra.
But did you ever? You read in school. You
My
read the Chumash, and then the Rebbe teaches you. This is what he's busy darshaning one pasuk.
Why should I think any differently from what my Rebbe taught me or what my parents taught me?
You see that, and boom, there you go. That's what it is.
So you're encouraging people to go off the derech.
No. I'm encouraging people. If Hashem wanted that the Jewish people should only do what their Rebbe said, he wouldn't have put brains in our heads. He would have created robots and Rebbes. The fact that he put a brain in our head and told us that we have a mitzvah incumbent upon every Jew to learn Torah, that means that there's a mitzvah upon every Jew to actually contemplate the things he's saying. And if you're like, I went to 2 rabbis before I made Aliyah, and I asked them, should I move to Eretz Yisrael? And they both said no, because the kids will go off the derech, and you'll go off the derech, and no parnas, and all the good stuff. And I said, but I keep reading the Chumash, and I keep learning Torah, and I keep davening Shemona Esrei, and it seems to say other than you. And nobody can really clarify. The answer is always, trust me. I know better, because my beard is bigger than you. So at a certain point, I say, I trust. Of course, I have a Rebbe. Of course, I have multiple Rebbes. I'm not an advocate of 100. Every Jew needs to have a Rebbe to follow, but every Jew also needs to be able to learn enough Torah himself to be able to, when told something by whether it's his rabbi, whether it's a leader, whether it's a father, doesn't matter who it is. When someone tells you something and you say, "Wait a minute, that doesn't seem to be in accordance with the Torah that I'm learning," you need to be able to ask that question, and they need to be able to give you an answer. And if they can't, then you might want to find a new Rebbe.
3 months before I made the final decision, it was Baruch Hashem, I had the zichus of going to Reb Chaim Kanievsky. It was about 3 months before he passed away. And he's learning, and I was sitting next to him, and his grandson was yelling to his ear, "This is a family from Canada. They want to make Aliyah to Eretz Yisrael." He stopped. He looked up at me.
Reb Chaim.
Chaim. He looked up at me, and I was already shocked. I was like, he's looking at me.
Wow.
And
he thought you were Candace Owens.
And he didn't say buha. He said bracha v'hatzlacha, bracha v'hatzlacha.
Oof.
I had fire flowing through my veins. I remember getting to my car. I got onto the highway over there in Bnei Brak. I opened the window, and I was just like screaming at the top of my lungs out of the window. I was on fire. It was an unbelievable experience. I'll never forget it.
Wow.
I get goosebumps just talking about it.
Wow.
I don't know. Listen, you have to look at the whole picture. There is a danger for kids who are totally fine in a school in America. There is a danger, a clear and present danger, that coming to Eretz Yisrael may shake up their way of looking at life, and they may look differently. That is,
by the way, just to clarify,
that's a possibility.
That is a danger. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
There's also a danger for them to stay in America. That's what people don't like to talk.
Right.
We were talking about this off camera.
So,
right. Everyone's like, Eretz Yisrael has bad chinuch. America has good chinuch. Eretz Yisrael has bad parnasa. America has good parnasa. Like every issue that's here,
America does have good chinuch. You might want to say that they're missing the Eretz Yisrael part. There are tremendous Talmidei Chachamim coming out of America.
I went to.
There are.
You want to talk about Talmidei Chachamim?
That's my wife.
Oh boy!
Don't open the door. We're on camera. Don't open the door. We're filming.
They opened the door.
We can't open the door.
The wives are
Oh
here.
no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
This is
It's
quite the
over.
podcast.
It's over.
We were filming the most serious
Come sit down.
podcast.
Come sit
You
down.
guys was telling her you stopped her to tell me not to open the door, so I figured you're
Come sit down.
anyway.
Come
Should we
sit
do this?
down.
Should we just go crazy?
Yeah, let's go with this. At
this point,
are
let's
you guys
go.
willing to go on camera?
Are you almost done? Because we're all waiting. The girls.
You know this is all going to be in the
This
podcast.
entire conversation is going to be on the podcast.
No, you think I'm joking though? This
No
is,
one's ever seen your wife before. Everyone
Yeah.
wants to see who she is.
This will go viral, by the way.
This will go viral.
Come.
No.
Yes. Sit
Let's
down.
have a little conversation.
Come sit down.
Yeah.
Just 2 seconds. Just say hello. Maybe the women are holding back from making Aliyah. If you sit here, they're gonna come. They're gonna come move to Eretz Yisrael.
Can't hurt.
I'll tell them to cut it out.
You serious? Why can't we have this?
I don't know. Let's see.
Come sit
It's
down.
not so bad. We don't have to get anything intense.
Cameras.
Yeah.
The beers
sit
are in
down.
here and everything.
Yeah. No, this is
You guys want a beer?
We thought you
Hold
would
on.
have finished it all.
No, there's one left.
no. We don't drink. So
And we gave one beer to the guy building the Erev.
Oh, very nice.
Here, we're gonna adjust this. You know what? This is
It's crazy.
Let's just do this.
Wolbrom's gonna have to get his wife on his podcast now. So we should say hello and goodbye, and saying if you want to have happy wives, instead of your regular kvetchy wife, move to Eretz Yisrael, and
Okay,
live
move
the
over
dream.
this way a little bit. Be better for the camera. Yeah, Beseder, that's good. That's good. Oh, hold on, Tova, you're not in it.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
Because Ellie's in the way now.
Oh, here.
Oh, so
you
move
are.
back this way. There we go. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's fine.
Wow, this is gonna go crazy. We should have done hair and makeup also. Michal Yonason.
Okay, so now that the wives are here,
This is crazy.
So what are our questions?
let's while the women are here, let's ask real quickly.
How
Rebbitzin,
soon are the Friedmans moving
Rebbitzin
here to
Friedman.
your hilltop?
We could talk about that. But we want to give something for the viewers.
If you ever have an argument with your wife, Chas Hashem, can you come and sleep in the Gula Center overnight?
That was the plan.
That was the plan.
We actually discussed that.
Can we,
The real reason why
Can
the-
we get a Gula Center? I want a Gula Center also.
This is how to bring Gula, obviously.
True.
Yeah. What was it like moving to Eretz Yisrael with the teenage kids?
Wonderful.
Yeah. How
And
you enjoyed it?
challenging. And it's just part of raising kids. Wherever you raise
Wasn't
them.
such a big deal, wasn't it?
It's a big deal. You have to be ready, but that's what moms do. We raise our kids wherever we live.
What did dads do?
Dads pay the bills.
Not this dad.
Dads go to daven at shul, and we stay home and raise our kids. Wow, this is going to sound great in our video.
Tovi, you have anything you want to say to the fans out here? Introduce yourself, Mrs. Homebound. Our last name is Homebound.
I would say each kid is different.
Every kid is different.
People said, "Oh, you're coming with a 6-year-old. That's so easy. He's so."
Yeah, that does
so
look
little."
funny.
I think it's a little
Yeah,
too late.
really hard time. Every kid is different.
Every kid is different.
Every kid is different. Is moving, Michal, can I ask you a question since your podcast?
Yeah.
Is moving to Eretz Yisrael for everyone?
Yes.
No matter what?
Yes.
Even if they're not ready for it?
Jews. Yes.
Jews. All Jews should come here.
I'll just come here.
Just figure out your plan.
Is Shabbos for everyone?
Yes.
If Shabbos is a mitzvah in Torah and so is Eretz Yisrael, why is Eretz Yisrael any different than Shabbos? Now you could,
Are you looking at me to answer that?
if you were intelligent, which you are. The wives are here, so we're going to be a little more respectful. You would answer, well, divorce is a mitzvah in the Torah.
So is Machzor Grusha.
Oh, that's a great conversation.
So wait. What do you mean?
wives are here. This isn't going
Wait. So is to remarry your wife after you divorced her.
Ah, very good. Well, the fact is, not every mitzvah is for everyone, but there's clearly no clarification of that in the Torah. The Torah is in regards to Eretz Yisrael.
But you can't expense one mitzvah for another mitzvah.
Well,
You can't expense one mitzvah for another mitzvah. You can't say, well, if I move to Eretz Yisrael, I won't be able to XYZ. I won't be able to educate my children because
Right.
they don't have schools to go to, which is a very common thing.
like I always say,
That's just an excuse,
there's
But that's not a real thing. I think the real reason it's very difficult for families to, I think it works well enough. I think the real reason that it's difficult for families is because it's a very brave choice to take a certain lifestyle that you're used to and accustomed to. And I'm not saying they're good or bad, just the one that your family was brought up with and that you're accustomed to. And then changing that for all the members of your family all at the same time. And it like, when you have a new baby, Mirz Hashem, adds in a new element, one new element to the family. When it's your first baby, husband, wife, we're grown-ups, we can handle it, we could do this. When you have a bunch of other kids, each kid is going to handle the new sibling a little different. So this is like the entire family is giving birth to itself all at once, in a new culture, in a new country, with our brothers and sisters who are very different from us. So that change, you need to be prepared for. That you need to be prepared for. Just like if we took someone who's not Shomer Shabbos and we're like, let's go do Shabbos, couple hours, it's all good, you're great. Part of it's going to be amazing and wonderful. Part of it is going to be super challenging. So we have to be the support for that newly Shomer Shabbos person, the same way we can be and should be and are the support for people coming in with their families, brand new Shomer Shabbos.
For everybody with the proper preparation.
With proper preparation and proper teaming up from all of us. We had a lot of people helping us emotionally and educationally and everything. They needed to. And so it is for everyone, but not in a 0 to 60.
Yes, but at some point you do need to jump into the water because people can prepare for 10, 15, 20 years and there will always be an excuse. There will always be, I'm not ready.
Okay. Let's talk to all those people who are on the bandwagon right now waiting and preparing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Those people, where's the camera? You? That's the camera? Yeah. If you've been preparing, if this is something you've been dreaming about, yes, right now. The rest of you who are full on, you haven't even experienced any, I would love to move to Eretz Yisrael. Eretz Yisrael, it's my home. And if I say that to you and you're like, what? What are you even talking about? You need to do more preparing. And that's what you should do right now. Right now, that's what you should do. Wow. Tell your kids, this is home. Maybe you can't be here now because you're not prepared enough. And that's okay. We're going to help you.
And like I was saying before, the same problems that exist everywhere, wherever you go, at least you're in the right place. Yeah. And there's no doubt as to, should I be in America? Should I be in Israel? Is Moshiach coming? Is Moshiach not coming? At least you know for sure. If you pay attention to your davening and your learning, you are definitely in the right place.
As the fans can probably tell, this is like way too raw. This whole thing. We've got cameras shutting out. No, but I just wanted to before we close this up. I just want to say like you were comparing Eretz Yisrael to
birth,
children and birth and stuff. I think that's actually cool. Like in a certain sense,
it's literally
everyone we have kids, but we also say the same thing. Is kids for everyone? Is everyone ready to have kids? You go to if a Jewish family that gets married, it's we understand that not everyone's prepared to have kids. Having kids is going to change your life drastically. It's going to affect your parnasa. Before you have kids, you can't have chinuch issues, right? Only after you have kids can you have chinuch issues. So but nobody tells you don't have children. It's not for you. I mean, what would you say was harder, moving to Eretz Yisrael or becoming a parent? Moving to Eretz Yisrael, for sure. Probably for me.
I think that
prepare
everybody. I wish I would have prepared.
You've been preparing for this your whole life.
Everybody has been preparing that they're going to get married. Every frum person is getting married and having kids, right? And not every frum person, unfortunately, as a big disgrace to some whatever. To the circumstances, has not been preparing their whole life to move to Eretz Yisrael. Even though we say it how many times in davening, even though we say it how many times in just benching, it's something we say all the time. But it's that thing that's like winning the lottery. Oh, if I win the lottery, so you maybe buy a ticket, so you maybe visit Eretz Yisrael, so you maybe send your kids for whatever. So Eretz Yisrael, it's this otherly wonderful thing. Mirz Hashem, it should at least be there. But the idea that this is something for everyone, something for every Yid, it's your home. We are like homeless people outside. We are like when a couple gets married and they have their fertility issues and they don't have kids, everybody davens for them. And they go to the specialist, and they're struggling to go become parents. And I don't know, maybe we're like the fertility specialists for Eretz Yisrael, to like help this become a reality.
Yeah.
That like,
That's what it is. It's like every issue can be overcome in Klal Yisrael. But when it comes to Eretz Yisrael, all of a sudden it's just like, no, this one we don't have organizations to help. We don't help each other. We don't give chizik. We don't talk about it in shiurim. This is just that's overall the issue. That's overall the issue. It's just like, it's the forgotten, disrespected, stepped on mitzvah. And when you look at the Torah, it's the most mentioned mitzvah, which is why I
that's why
feel
the
like
Yetzer Hara gets in the way so big.
Yeah, it's embarrassing for I'm embarrassed for God in this regard. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap this up, guys, because
we have to feed these men. They're getting
we have to feed the men.
Oh, I want to watch the ending. I like how you do this. Chazak v'yamatz. I want to see the Chazak v'yamatz thing.
Oh, you want to see? Okay.
Chazak v'yamatz.
No, don't do it. Come on. There's just another place. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Homebound To Eretz Yisrael. We hope you enjoyed our conversation at this point, with the Friedmans, a wonderful family
And the wife Brods.
doing some good things, and they're on their path. Thanks for joining us, Ellie and Mrs. Ellie Friedman. We really appreciate having you guys here. And as always, if you guys like these videos, if you're enjoying, I'm sure you got a lot of chizik from this particular video, smash that subscribe button, share it with a friend, share it with your family, share it with your family and relatives in exile, because this video will definitely get them to move. Right, Ellie? I think we touched on all the main things.
I'll pick you up at the airport.
Ellie will pick you up at the airport. Wow, that's pretty big, because like this...
It's only 250 shekel.
So like, subscribe, share with a friend. Of course, go to homeboundisrael.com, send a donation. Me and Ellie are going to split this one. No, I'm kidding. I'm taking all the cash. But help out with whatever we can. We're in the Gula Center. We're going to be opening up very soon. We kind of like slow down because there's no tourists here anymore, unfortunately. But we hope to have you guys back. Iran stopped bombing us, so we have a couple of days here. Baruch Hashem, get back here. Come visit, come live. And should I do it? You want to do it with me?
Really?
No.
Could I?
No, you can't. What's with this guy? Sheesh.
It's so exciting.
Guys,
I can't believe I fell for that.
Chazak ve'ematz. Be strong. Be courageous to fulfill the word of God, to follow the Torah, do the right thing. Chazak ve'ematz. We will see you guys in the next one.